Forget everything you think, about the MCU. CinemaCon 2026 just ended, and Marvel didn't just drop a trailer, they dropped a nuclear bomb. We have the full breakdown of the Avengers Doomsday footage, and it confirms the one thing we were all afraid of. Robert Downey Jr. isn't just a villain, he's the most powerful force we've ever seen. We're talking Thor's defeat, the return of a bearded Steve Rogers, and a crossover that finally brings the X-Men and Fantastic Four into the same room. Let's break it down. The trailer opens with a shot of the Xavier School sign, lying in rubble. We see Patrick Stewart's Professor X looking out a window at a multiversal incursion, a literal tear in reality. Then, we hear the voice. It's RDJ, but the Stark is completely gone. He's using a heavy, cold Eastern European accent. He warns that an unthinkable decision is coming. We see him kneeling, looking at the sky, and for a brief second, we see his face. It's heavily scarred, a far cry from the playboy billionaire we lost in Endgame. We then cut to the new Avengers Tower. It's fully finished, and this is where the new Avengers division led by Sam Wilson meets the Fantastic Four. The scale here is insane. We see the Thing trying to negotiate with the Wakandans. Yes, M'Baku and Shuri are there, but it's not all teamwork. The trailer shows some Civil War-style tension. Channing Tatum's Gambit is seen in a brutal fight with Shang-Chi, and we get a Spider-Man meme moment where Yelena Belova fights a version of herself that turns out to be Mystique. This is the moment that had the CinemaCon crowd screaming. Thor, who looks exhausted and battle-worn, gives a speech about enemies that scared him less than Doom. He charges at Victor, sinking Stormbreaker into Doom's chest, or so he thinks. Doom catches the axe with his bare palm. No armor, just pure power. But as Thor hits his lowest point, he looks off-screen and whispers, "It can't be." Out of the shadows walks a bearded, long-haired Steve Rogers. He's not in uniform, just a black shirt. But as Thor drops Mjolnir, the hammer flies directly into Steve's hand. Cap is back, he's worthy, and he's ready for one last kill. Kevin Feige took the stage right after to confirm that Doomsday picks up immediately after the events of Endgame for some of these characters. But the biggest rumor? Insiders say Doctor Strange might actually be the one who helps Doom rise to power, believing it's the only way to stop the incursions. Is Strange the secret villain, or is he just a desperate hero? And how does Steve Rogers have his youth back? Some suggest this is a Steve Rogers from a universe where he and Peggy had a son, potentially the new character played by Wesley Holloway. Marvel is playing for keeps this time. RDJ, as Doom is the protagonist. Steve Rogers is back with the hammer, and the multiverse is officially breaking. But I want to know, are you Team Doom or Team Avengers? Drop your theories in the comments, hit that like button if you're hyped for December 2026, and I'll catch you in the next breakdown.